What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this HASANABI broadcast coming to you live from gloomy, yet another gloomy June gloom, California, Los Angeles. Folks, we're live when we're live, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one, because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is Saturday, June 7th, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, MBs. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of HASANABI Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. So help me God. That is right. And that is precisely what I am going to do. Last night was QT Cinderella's birthday. She turned 22. She's an adult now. She still can't rent a car, but I might be getting her age wrong. Maybe she's 23. Anyway, it was her birthday. And we hung out, and it was amazing. It was bad for my diet, but it was amazing to be around other friends. It's something that I don't do enough of, that I should be doing more of. A bunch of people came. Myung, Foosly, Jason the Ween, Caroline, Tina Kitten, Christian was there. Lud, obviously. Ugh, yuck. He was there. Michael Reeves, Lily Pichu, Will. I was there. That's right. I was there. I'm social butterfly, baby. I'm Mr. Social. Was Lobig agitating seeing Cutie's work husband at the celebrations? Yeah, he was real mad. Todic was there. Yeah. I did eat a bunch of fish last night. That's what I was going to reveal to you guys. I went to Cutie's birthday and I ate a bunch of fish. I had like shrimp rock sushi. I had a lobster that was tempura lobster. I had some taco that had like caviar on it. I tasted a bunch of fish and I didn't hate it. The black cod, I had a black cod that I did not like that much. I thought that was like my least favorite out of all of them. But honestly, not the worst, not the worst. You know, I'm getting there. Anyway, also this was very cute. Like I was saying, there was a group of kids that were sitting behind us, and I guess they were super stoked to take a photo with Jason. And while they were walking away, they were like, "Oh, thank you guys so much. Like, you got us through COVID." So like, you know, it's the old guard versus the new. They're like, they don't fuck with us anymore, but they fuck with Jason now. Jason is the new guard. And they were very stoked to take a photo with him. It's a room full of content creators, and they were super excited to take a photo with Jason. And I loved it. I was very proud. I was a proud unk at that moment. Fish on a Friday night is a very Midwest thing to do for some reason. Asian. Okay, first of all, half of that table is Asian. What are you talking about? I just gave you like 8 people at Cutie Cinderella's birthday. Like 6 of them are Asian. Hassan is also Asian. Nah, I mean, I wouldn't be factored into Pacific Islander Asian category in America. I'm Middle Eastern. The closest I am to being Asian is being white Chinese. I am white Chinese, so I guess I technically am Asian, right? Like from the steppes. My people are from the steppes, the Asian plain, and I am technically, like, I'm not Han Chinese, I'm white Chinese, like Uyghur Chinese, you know, like Xinjiang style. But yeah, lots of fun was had. I ate poorly, especially when my dad is here. It's just impossible for me to fucking have like a decent diet. It sucks, but it's the truth, you know, because he constantly is purchasing treats and stuff. And I tried to have this conversation with him this morning. I was like, Dad, you can't keep buying these treats. I'm like a heroin addict and you're bringing heroin. I am called HASANABI as a slur on online video games now. I know the gaming sphere is so incredibly bad with its politics. Like a lot of gamers are out and about with like how horrible their worldview is. It's very, very sad. And most people don't actually have any sort of decipherable, discernible, tangible politics, but instead they just see it as like you know, oh, you don't like Hassan, that you're good. That's the only politics I care about. It's a catch-all for leftist, woke, socialist, social justice oriented politics and political opinions. All gamers should be forced to play Disco Elysium. I don't think there's a piece of media that will actually cause gamers to become smarter on politics. I'll be honest with you. Like, I've lost faith in that a long time ago. Twitter broke gamers' brains. Honestly, I hear a lot of Twitter talking points in game chats. Yeah. Scientists in the future, if there is a future at all, will study Twitter's impact on political discourse and how hard it bricked the brains of an entire generation and how quickly it basically brought back Gamergate to the forefront. I will simply say this. I mean, there's no reason to relitigate this over and over again, but there's not a single person out there that actually despises everything I stand for that has consumed my content directly. They have consumed my content either indirectly with 17-second increments of clips, or they used to consume my content and they had a severe bout of anger when I said something that they disagreed with, that they internalized heavily, and they could not deal with that back and forth, and then that caused them tremendous resentment. What was once tremendous love and admiration turned into tremendous resentment and anger, and now they are super enemies. As Twitch streamers are incredibly accessible, there is a lot of people that look at people like ourselves and go, well, this is like, just this dude is like me but rich, why the fuck does he get to do this and I don't? As opposed to like the status that they place like real celebrities at, celebrities with like actual talent, for example, you know, musicians and the like. And when you're at the tippy top of this industry, especially for an extended period of time, you're just gonna have a shitload of haters. Everyone's time comes inevitably. Like, there are very few content creators on the YouTube side or on the Twitch side especially that have basically maintained like a level of prominence and a level of steady love without any sort of haters whatsoever. I mean, people hate Ludwig, dude. Think about that. This man is a fucking golden retriever. He is mathematically crafting takes that are the most kind, empathetic, and inoffensive you can possibly be. And there are still people who fucking despise this man. Think about that. Think about how crazy that is. Some examples I will give you of people who have don't have like a lot of haters would be Markiplier on the YouTube side, Germa on the Twitch side, Northern Lion is another one, and maybe like Lyric. Those are some of the few people that don't have like a lot of ridiculous haters. Queso, I think, is another great example of someone who really blew up and doesn't have any haters either, and it's fantastic. I'm glad. He doesn't deserve it. Like, none of these people deserve haters. I don't think Ludwig deserves haters either, but he still gets them. Now, the example I'm going to use is this. Duke Dennis. You know, he's just like a lifestyle content creator, right? And he blew up with Aura. Everybody was like, W Aura, W Aura, W Aura. And yeah, he's a cool guy. But eventually, there comes a point where like people develop resentment towards that, because then they're like, well, why the fuck does this guy have Aura? Like, I don't agree with this. Once people reach a certain point, once they reach like maximum impact, then people start going, okay, well, we claimed you had Aura, now we don't think you have Aura. Now, then like a bunch of bunch of contrarians come out of the fucking woodwork, and I've been seeing like after years and years of Duke Dennis stocks exploding. I saw TikToks of people calling him Unk on the basketball court. I mean, he had fucking 11 points in like 5 minutes. He was playing really well. You know what I mean? But people were saying he was flabby and then he was Unk because because they just didn't think he looked hot enough or some shit, which is crazy. There are fucking Twitter posts about him, comparing him to Hey Arnold, saying he's not hot anymore. Like there's like he's still the same dude. He's still attractive, but now people have decided like, okay, your time in the spotlight as like the #1 Aura guy is going away. This doesn't mean that there aren't still people that are big time fans, and he will still be the Aura guy, but there will be a lot of haters for anybody, is my point. No matter how poppin' you are, no matter how good you try to be, there's always going to be people that fucking hate you. It is what it is. There's not really anything you can do about this. You're just saying this because you want max hottie status? No, I'm saying this because like from up until like the COVID era, and maybe even into like the COVID era a little bit, I was the guy that people on Twitch would be like, that guy is the hot guy. He's the hot guy. And then what happened? Like, no one says that anymore. Everybody fucking, people realize like, okay, he's not the hot guy. We fucking hate him, actually. We fucking hate him. He's old and he sucks, and we hate his politics, and we actually hate that he's hot. It comes and goes in waves. And I guess like what you gotta think about is you can't keep up that momentum forever, and you shouldn't let it hurt your feelings. Anyway, let's see what this is. Loving checks Asmongold's chat during the Summer Game Fest.
Am I dumb for thinking this is not one of the most anticipated games of the year?
Coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc
That's some
Raiders.
bullshit. Is it? This is it? This is one of the most anticipated?
It is, yeah.
What happened to Marathon?
Will was saying this is like his. Will thinks this is the best game of the year.
Ochi Chiari.
Breathe.
Or maybe it's Oki
Let
Chiari.
your body settle into a slower rhythm. Here, you are in control.
Woke.
Dude. Wait, hold up. Black female protagonists. Let's check Asmon's chat real quick.
DEI, here
Halo
we go.
DEI. DEI trailer.
One of my favorite things that I saw in that process was dudes who were like, I kind of like this game, but I don't know if this is DEI or not.
Oh, it's a DEI game.
Like, I've been doing this, right? There are people who are basically like, I don't know. I don't know if I can like this game because, like, maybe it's DEI. It's like, bro, just fucking play the goddamn game. Like, what a pathetic way to exist, you know? Are you okay? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Listen, as human beings, one of the greatest parts of the human existence is, like, being able to consume art on your own, okay? And be entertained by it. You sit down, you watch a TV show. Maybe you go to a museum and look at a painting or something. You sit at a table with your friends, you eat some food, right? You enjoy yourself. And it's odd to me that these guys basically became a significantly worse version of the SJWs that they used to yell about. Like, back at the peak of the SJW shit, I was always one of these guys that was like, I don't fucking care what kind of art you consume, okay? I don't think that your cultural consumption and your content consumption or who you follow says anything about you, okay? There could be a million different reasons why people watch certain things or derive satisfaction and enjoyment out of certain things. And I used to get really annoyed when the left would do such things, right? That was a big part of how I built this community around, like, being able to have fun while also simultaneously not being a douchebag. There were a lot of people who basically turned their understanding of politics into their only political activism into, like, yelling about whatever some content creator was saying or doing, or whatever movies you were watching that were bad movies, and you were only supposed to watch the good movies, that sort of stuff. And I always thought that was stupid. I thought that was stupid when the left was doing it, and I still think it's incredibly stupid and pathetic when the right is doing it. But I think it's especially stupid when the right is doing it because they're also doing it with, like, bad politics, and they're doing it in the aftermath of so much backlash towards the left doing it. They designed their whole political movement around yelling at the SJWs for woke scolding them for whatever kind of content they were watching or enjoying. And then they became that. And it's so incredibly fucking stupid. It's so whiny. It's loser shit. It was loser shit when the SJWs were doing it, and it's loser shit now when the anti-SJWs are doing it. Just fucking enjoy whatever you want to enjoy, man. You don't need to make sure that it's, like, sufficiently right-wing, you know? Why is this video game that I'm playing not sufficiently white supremacist, or why is there even a black person in this video game? I can no longer enjoy it. I just think that is loser shit. That's maximum loser shit. You are a fucking worm-like individual if this is your concern. You are not a man, but a worm-like individual.